Welcome to the Mind is Psychic, where we talk music, addiction, comedy, culture. If you like this content, please leave feedback and subscribe. Let's get into it. On this episode, I just want to discuss how the year went. It's almost over. I would say in general, it's good. I'm alive. I'm healthy. Losing weight, always a good sign. Just went to that doctor's appointment. So that's good. For the majority of life, I would say I'm good. Personal life is good. So that's where we're going from there. I do notice though, I'm a people watcher. And for the most part, I think for the majority of people, we're pretty much happy. I would say so. I would say that most of us are happy to be alive. Most of us are happy to be working, even with all the layoffs as of late. But we're happy. You know, it's coming towards Christmas and all of that good stuff. So I think for the majority, most people are happy. This is the happy season for a lot of people. Some, like myself, not the most happiest, but you know, you get through it. But when I'm looking at people too, and I notice that it's just they're not saying that they're disappointed in what's going on. And what I mean about this is like economical. Like you go to the store, and this actually like blew my mind. The last time I door dashed, I ordered something. I ordered Carl's Jr. because my girlfriend wanted it, right? And we didn't really order. We ordered like 2 combos, and it was $45. How crazy is that from Carl's Jr.? Like, I guess I'm so out of touch with that sort of thing that, you know, it's just maybe I'm just I don't get it. But then I'm spending $150 on groceries. So yeah, maybe this is a bit of a bitch about how this country spending so much damn money on foreign obligations. They're not really obligations for us. It's for other fucking people to get rich. And it's not making sense to me. It's not making sense. I'm driving. I hit a pothole. Okay. The majority of us work. If not the overall amount of people work. We pay taxes. We do this. We do that. It's important. We know. It's important that we have income. But what I'm getting at is they're not helping the homeless. And what I mean by that is the government, they're throwing money at other shit, which could actually be sent here. And, you know, I'm really not trying to put this out because I want to try to keep this positive, you know, with the holidays and shit. But why I bring up the whole Carl's Jr. thing is because everything's gone up exponentially. Nobody can buy a fucking house. Nobody can figure out how the fuck to manage the fucking deficit. And yeah, we're happy, I think, for the most part. But I think a lot of us are also blind, or we need to be blind to move on and work through the day. It doesn't matter how hard you work. You could have your small business be busting your ass, but you're paying all these different taxes for something that's not even coming back to you in any form. Now, I'm back at work working for a nonprofit. So, you know, they don't make a shit ton of money in that field, which is fine. You do it because you actually enjoy helping people for the most part, depending on what kind of nonprofit you're in. But what I want to get back to is the yes, we have that happiness. We want to be happy as a society, but I think for a lot of us as well, it just makes sense. It doesn't make sense in a way that things are going the way they are. We're constantly being lied to. And call me a pessimist, but I think I'm just done sugarcoating shit. I mean, not sugarcoating it, but just I never really talk about this kind of shit because I usually focus on behavioral health. We all know my fucking background. I ain't gonna say shit. It's one of those things. And it's coming down to the end of the year, and we're soon gonna get our W-2, and we're gonna see exactly how much shit's being taken out and seeing who's making the most money. And yeah, you could say, Ian, yeah, you know, people are making a lot of money, but they're paying a lot of money in taxes. Okay. Yes, the top 10% are paying 50% of the taxes, whatever that whole fucking that saying goes. Okay. I get it. You make 500 grand, you're what, taking home maybe 3? That's regardless. Okay. And depending on where you live. But what I'm getting at is for the normal person, I don't think there's even a middle class anymore. I think it's basically you're either struggling to get by, you can barely get by, living paycheck to paycheck. If you're a single breadwinner in a household. So that right there, you can't really get by. It's very difficult. It's difficult, definitely, to get by with a one incomed household, especially if you have children, anything like that. But what I mean by that is everything's going up, and we were promised that things are going to go down. Yes, gas has gone down below $3, at least in Arizona for right now, from what I see. Now that could have changed from yesterday. We don't know. Anyway, my rant though is I'm noticing that we are just maybe I'm the one that's just noticing because I'm not in the sphere of everything. It's not as good as everybody's saying it is. And that's being polite. And it's to the point where it's like, okay, you work hard, you bust your butt, you pay your rent, you pay your mortgage, you pay whatever. And then, hey, you don't have anything left. Okay. Someone could say, well, work harder, work more. Yeah, you could do that. You could try to do that. But when companies are tightening the belts and laying people off, that's kind of hard to do. And let's take the Christmas part out of it and buying presents for people. Let's talk about just pure survival. We can't do it. We're on the brink right now of holy shit. And it's not a good feeling. I do say my gut feels that it will be better. I honestly believe that. Well, I try to believe that at least in my circumstance. Again, I have a girlfriend. I don't have kids, anything like that. So I'm not responsible for children. I am responsible for bills. And it's, even when you try to be cheap, it's still difficult. I'm actually very impressed with myself. I used to get so much Amazon, and so, I mean, I would get packages after packages. My coworkers would laugh at me how much stuff I got, how much stuff I got from Amazon and elsewhere. My neighbors laugh at me. But I have to say, because I'm tightening my belt, that I have not bought anything on Amazon in like over a month. So I now know that I don't need that stuff, which is, it's a realization for me. I was very blessed monetarily for the last decade or so, and blew that out of proportion and fucked all that up. Anyway, now I'm happy that I can talk, and this is my therapy, and I feel I'm getting a lot of stuff off my chest right now with the amount of stuff that I don't need. And I think that's the most important thing, the whole monetary thing. So that's one thing I'm proud of, that I actually haven't, and I don't really feel the need that I need everything. Especially this time of year, I would just buy stuff because shit was on sale. And now I'm like, yeah, you know what? Do I really need to? No. You know, it's it puts your mind in a different perspective, I guess. And it's sort of humbling, and you want different things. But back to the whole Amazon thing and just buying stuff at will, even though you don't need it. Yeah, you know what? That can that can be something. That can be an achievement, a goal. Monetarily, we're going to talk about it with, we really don't need a lot of materialistic things. At least I don't anymore. I found, like I mentioned earlier, with not needing to buy stuff, it makes it's a different realization. And now back to people that are working and trying to just survive. I think a lot of them are also figuring out, okay, this is, I have a set of this, and I have something set aside for this, I have something set aside for that. And that's good. And I think that's super important. But that doesn't mean that just because we're personally doing these things, that they should be taken for granted. So just as you get through the holidays, as you get through the next 3 weeks, as you're gearing up, just, keep on feeling happy, keep on doing what you're doing. Support, though, in this time is the most important thing I'm feeling nowadays. So just keep, and what I mean by that is, who gives a shit if you have a TV, if you're going to buy a TV for somebody or a gift or something like that. I know I'm just ranting right now, but seriously, like, just think about the different ways and how much that better you would feel. I honestly think in your soul you would feel a whole lot better because you really don't need that stuff, especially as adults. Okay, if you have kids, okay, I'm sorry. Kids need presents. That's just the way it is. I'm whatever. But once you get to a certain age, it's another day. It's actually all about the food at that point, right? So just feel that. And of course, for a lot of people as well, this is a very trying time. I would say be kind to people. Well, right now, a lot of us aren't. And I'm saying that as a generality, as more than anything else. Just be nice to people. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy what you have. It's another day on this earth. Just think and think about where you want to go. And another thing before I sign off here, stop watching the news. Stop watching that I know, stop watching all that negativity because that's all it is. Okay, with that being said, I'm sure I'll be on here before the end of the month. Okay, I'm out. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe and leave a comment. You can hear me on all major platforms and socials under the Mind of Psychic podcast. See you next time.